Right, assalamu alaikum, good evening, or good morning actually, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to some iRacing this time. I haven't done iRacing in a bit, and currently we're sat in 9th place from qualifying. Our personal best at this track is a 55.5 in the race. So, let's see. We should have a good battle for 7th place, because there's only about 2 tenths separating the three of us, and if we can start to find our pace as we head going into the race, we should be able to get something good going. If we can get top 5, I'll be really pleased with that, considering how qualifying has gone. If I can make 6th, I'll be fairly happy, but I'm expecting to get 7th. I'm expecting to beat this Mark Ray and Henders Sabolts guy. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. It looks like we're ready to go, so let's head out onto the grid and see what we can do. I know some people reckon that if you rev the engine, you will cause your engine to blow up. Has that ever actually happened to anyone? Because it's never happened to me before. That being said, I haven't done much iRacing, so... But, we're here, and we're good to go. Oh, look at that. Right, but yeah, let's move over to... Let's not put it on... Let's put it on stand... Actually... I think we can... Standings, I'm not, unfortunately not in the standings list, so we need to have it on relative. But we're starting in penultimate position. Usually we get decent starts on this game, so let's see what we can do. I think everyone's on the grid now, so only a few moments before we get underway. There we go, that's the final car who has joined the grid, I think. So the lights should be coming up now. Here we go. Let's rev up to about mid-revs and ready to dump the clutch. Green, and away we go. Ooh. It's a decent start actually. We may be able to slide up the inside into turn 1. I'm not too sure. We may just have to go for the early brakes there and avoid. Just trying to avoid contact. We have a little bit of contact. How did that actually send him off? I was just trying to sit just behind him, and somehow that contact completely sent him off into the grass. It was just a little touch. Really sorry about that, but there you go. We try to get the best possible run. Someone's actually spun off. So we have been promoted up into, where are we now? 5th place? I'm not sure. I'm not looking at my...
Slow car ahead, go right.
Had a lot of understeer there, trying to avoid the green car. Where are we actually sitting? We'll see in just a minute. We're in 4th. That is crazy. We're going to get the better run through the corner than Mr. Red car. Dab on the brakes just to get the front in. We hold it fairly tight through the first of the left-handers, and we actually have a fair bit of pace. We lifted midway through after we got the power on, so that's a shame, but I'm just going to try to stay here. I don't want to battle with this guy. I just want to kind of stick with him, if that makes sense. As we lose it back in slightly after dropping it down into 3rd, so we have to take a little bit, so we just have to release off the brake, stabilise the car before we drop it then back down to 2nd. Oopsie. Right, let's just try to hook everything together now. Not the best of runs, but to be honest, we weren't expecting to be this high up We're fairly good defensively on this game, so we may be able to actually hold on to our position when that going gets tough, as they say. Well, that time it's a 55.9, so faster than what we did in qualifying. We're probably going to lose this position. I'm not sure if I can actually hold on to it. I don't think I've got the pace to hold on to this position. We're falling back from third place, but that's fine. You never know what could happen with contact and penalties and the likes. In fact, we pulled away from that guy behind Alan Laplace, but this Dalton Martin dude is just a little bit too quick for us. We just can't seem to get the drive through that final corner. I just can't find the right line. But we're in the middle of absolutely nowhere. We're keeping a decent gap, I feel. So the gap at the minute is 9/10 of a second to Alan Laplace. We did a 55.9 last time round. Sorry, 56.2. Oh, that felt so much nicer as an exit. Let's see what this lap time's actually going to be. It's a 55.6. Let's take that. However, we do lose a bit of time to that guy behind us. So 55.6, not enough to pull away from Mr. Laplace. We're going to take our just tight line. Oh, back end coming out as we hit the rev limiter. Let's see what this is. Can we break our personal best at this track? It feels like a really good run through the left-hander onto the back straight. We shifted up into fourth. We don't go into fifth at this circuit. That actually felt really quick. What's it going to be? It's a 55.7. Not quite enough. We're about 2/10 off our lap record. But we were able to pull half a second to Mr. Laplace, so he isn't able to do those 55s consistently. As we drop it back down to second, on the verge of running wide through the first off the left-handers. But we are keeping a decent gap to Laplace. Falling back from third place, but then again, that was always to be expected. Reach the apex, get the power back on. We can still see third, and in fact, I think he is battling with second. No, he's a little bit too far back, but they will start battling soon, so you never know what could happen up ahead. Going for that late apex once again. Get the power back on as early as you dare. I don't think that one was as quick. That might be a 56 dead or something like that. 56.1. There we go. Try to get that late apex and let the car turn in. Shifted up to third now. Lift off just so that the car can turn in. Drop it down to second. Hold it nice and tight. And then get the power on as early as you dare, because that's going to carry you all the way down the hill. I forgot how stressful this game was. If we get the power on, are we going to come out wide? No, we won't. And in fact, the Mark Ray has got past Alan Laplace. We could completely mess up that corner, but no real issues. Mark Ray, though, seems to be fairly quick, and he's closing in on us. We did a 56.0 and he caught us up by about half a second. I think he's the guy who had an incident on the opening lap. So to be honest, if we can keep him behind, or as we always lose the back end, putting the power down. Remember, we have 5 penalty points essentially at the minute, 17, and you get disqualified. So we're well clear of that. We only had that. Our only real mistake was when we made the contact with the guy up ahead through turn 1. But again, here we go. What's the lap time going to be? Actually, it's a 56.3, so we're starting to lose time. 6 laps remaining. Oh, and we're going to lose a lot of time because of that mistake. Just lost a bit of balance in the car. We get on the power, have to correct for a little bit of oversteer on exit. Oh, this feels great. Get back on the power to come out fairly wide. And in fact, Dalton Martin has found a way through for second up ahead. So could we close in on the other guy? I doubt it, but we completely mess up the final corner. That's going to be slow, probably a 56.5 or something like that. And as I said, a 56.5 exactly. So 5 laps remaining now. Losing the back end on the exit of turn 1. We are able to catch it though. Just make a small correction for the oversteer on exit. Getting a fair bit of oversteer on exit and that little bit of understeer on entry. Yeah, we're falling back from those top 3, but 4th place, not a bad result as it stands. Oh, back end as we drop it down into 2nd. And as usual on iRacing, we're doing better in the race than in qualifying. So pretty standard stuff. 56.69 that last time around. We're starting to lose pace. Maybe our tyres are wearing out just that little bit. But more crucially, the guys behind are starting to close in. And while we may have missed the apex, we get a nice late apex, which will give us more speed down the hill. Ooh! We lose a lot of time. We're going to go defensive. I don't know if we can hold on to the position. We're going to try. We have to try.
Clear on the right.
And that mistake has proved costly. Really, really bad mistake there from us. As we do a 57.7, so we lost over a second. But now we've got someone ahead of us and close, so that can just help us, give us that little bit more confidence. As that's someone off ahead. Is that the guy who was leading or in 3rd place? Oh! No! And we've cucked it.
You've got 2 laps to go.
Ah, and we were drifting through the corner and we just lost it in the end. We were just unable to keep it going. And that is such a sad way to end the race, really. I thought we had it, but then on the exit it just kept on coming in. That oversteer on exit, such a shame. but the mistake has come in eventually, maybe due to not having raced in a while, or just it was just a silly mistake, to be fair. So sad way to go really, but there you have it.
You just got the white flag. That means one more lap to go.
And the issue was we braked, so as I did that lap, just tapped going on the brakes while on the grass, one wheel was on the grass, and it just made us lose it back, and we held it on entry into the corner, but it was on the exit. Ooh. We get a really nice run that time round. .56.5, let's go for a new fastest lap. And okay, we've completely cucked it. Right, let's just make it back. Let's just make it back home. Ah, that's such a shame. I can't believe we've done this. Losing the back end through this corner has completely cost us a 4th place, or 5th I think we were in, and as I mentioned before, I would have been really happy with 5th.
The car dropped ahead.
There we go though, that is the end of the race.
Alright, there's the checkered flag.
Oh. Where do we finish? How many incident points did we get? We got 8 in that race. And we finished 8th. I mean, we were there. We should have had this 6th place, maybe even a 5th. This green car was falling down the order quite quickly. So, yeah, we were right there. So, massive, massive shame. But we could have been in that battle for 3rd. Unfortunately, I just completely lost it through the left-hander, but there you go. Actually, will it be coming up soon, our race? Usually comes up fairly quickly, but let's just see if we can get our results in. How many of you guys watch? Ah, just one. Sad times. There we go. It's a 1470 strength of field, actually, so that's not too bad. Wait, no. When was this? This isn't the race we did. No, that's the wrong one. But okay, just for comparison, then, the last time we raced was at this circuit. It was at yeah, it was exactly this circuit, and we came 6th. We were close to the 1500s. What was our fastest lap? It was a 55.9. So yeah, we were off the pace of these guys. So everyone who's like 1500, they get 55 flats, and yeah, we just did not have the pace relative to those guys. Even this guy 1400, yeah. So we were kind of at the pace of the 1400s, but yeah. So when we refresh this time, hopefully it's going to be there, and we can see how we actually did at this track. Okay, it's not up yet. That's a shame. Usually they're quite quick. But yeah, there you have it, guys. Yeah, what more can I say? Thank you guys for watching this race. Again, this is my sign out for the YouTube video, not for the actual stream. So thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this race. It was the Summit Point Raceway Jefferson Circuit in the Mazda MX-5 Championship. We finished 8th after a really unfortunate incident where we lost the back end through the left-hander that leads to the back straight, and that kind of wrecked our race after we were running 4th or 5th. So there we go. But yeah, thanks very much for watching. If you have enjoyed, do leave a like and subscribe for more. Don't forget to drop a comment down below if you want to see me do more races like this or any other race series or a particular game. So yeah, thanks guys very much for watching, and see you next time.